Good morning, everyone. I'm here, Facebook Live with Elaine this Tuesday morning. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I had to pick up my husband from the shop, but here we are. Let's refresh this page. And let's get this going. Just gonna wait a minute for everybody to pop on. Give me a shout out hello when you're here. All right, so today I have 4 cards for you and I'm excited to share them with you. Got some fun fold techniques and got the cards for next week that I'm going to show you. This is the last week of celebration, so you definitely want to check the orders and make sure you don't miss out on anything that you want. I will show you the hostess code that you can order with, and I will send you a free gift. So our prize last week was the Painted Season stamp set. Hold it up over here. Along with a sampling of the Painted Seasons Designer Series paper. So let me do the random comment picker here. I usually have that all ready, but I was busy picking up my husband this morning from the car repair place. The check engine light went on. So when that comes on, you always have to make sure that you check the car, make sure everything's okay. Let's see, I'm just scrolling down here. Okay, here we go. All right. And there we go. So now I need to do the random comment picker. All right, we have a winner. All right, so again, let me reach for this. The winner of last week's raffle for Facebook Live is winning this Painted Season stamp set, and a 6x6 little sampling of the paper is Donna McClelland. So Donna McClelland, congratulations. Send me your address and I will send you out your gift. So please comment and share this video and you will be entered into my raffle to win a gift. Next week's gift is really fun. It is the Fruit Tutti Frutti 6x6 Designer Series paper, new unopened pack. It's so cute. It's got strawberries and bananas and pineapples, along with a set of cards and envelopes that coordinate with this. So you can have a lot of fun making cards with this pack of paper and this pack of cards. So make sure to comment and share this video and you'll be entered in the raffle to win these. All right, so today I have 4 cards to share with you. So let me scroll back up here. All right. Good morning. Oh, Lakshmi, good morning. So glad to see you here. So I'm going to be showing this card here and this card and a shaker card. Super fun. I love shaker cards. And a cute little bunny Easter card. Let's see, get my directions right on here. And this is a fun fold card. So you take off the belly band and it opens up. So I'm gonna show you how to do that card. So get the belly band back on here. All right, so I'm going to try this out. So there's my website. And if you want to see more videos, there's my YouTube channel. And I'm just going to switch the view over here. And I'm going to start with this card right here. So this card uses the All That You Are Cling stamp set in the Occasions catalog, which coordinates with the Frosted Bouquet dies from the holiday catalog that carried over. So really neat that these two flowers are cut out with these flowers right here. So I've already stamped and cut out the flowers, and then I've also cut out some of the leaves and some of the little elements. So here's the First Frost stamp set that also carried over from the holiday catalog. So definitely want to check that out. So for this card, I started with this large stamp in Balmy Blue. And I'm just going to ink this all up, and I'm just going to stamp all around the card. To create a really lovely background. I've already stamped and cut out with the First Frost dies these flowers right here, and it's nice that they give you two of these flowers so that you can cut them out at the same time. And I'm going to put some of these little elements on them, but first I'm going to trim them a little bit. So I'm going to trim this piece off right here, and I'm going to trim this piece off right here. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back here. And then I will place my little element right here like so. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Sylvia. Glad to have you here. And so I like to stick these on before I put any dimensionals on, so I can kind of use the dimensionals to hold them in place as well. So let's see, let's get a little piece here. Okay, so that's my first flower. Then on my next flower, put some adhesive, and I have this nice branch coming out of this flower. And then on this flower, I have this right here. I'm going to trim it a little bit more so you can't see. So let's put some dimensionals on these. I'm going to use up the rest of these. All right, so I've got those all ready to go. Now I'm going to use the tailored tag punch to do the banner part right here. So this is wider than 2 inches. Otherwise, I would use my banner triple punch, but you can see that it's larger. It's 2.5 instead of 2 inches. So I'm going to use the tailored tag punch as a guide. So you can just insert that in, and it's not going to cut all the way to the edge, but it will give me a guide as to where to cut the rest. So now I just have these 2 little tabs showing, and so I'm just going to trim those off right there, and there's my perfect banner. Isn't that neat? So you can do larger sizes than 2 inches wide. Now I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Thank you for all that you are and all that you do. I'll stamp that down there. And I'm going to wrap some Night of Navy twine around here. And then we will tie a bow. Get this nice and tight. And we can tie our bow. All right. And we'll just make the loops a little bit smaller so we can have some hanging. And then I'm going to add some dimensionals to this. I love dimensionals. Let's put this one here. here, a little one up here, maybe some up here for sagging. I'll do one up here. I use all of my dimensional pieces. Let's see, this one doesn't want to come off. Let's coax it off here. Or we'll start with another one. All right, so once we get this on, then we can add the flowers on, and then we will have our card. It's just a really nice layout and design, and I really like the colors a lot. They're really nice. They really go well together, and they really it allows each color to shine. All right, so let's do this one up here first. Kind of got this going up this way. And then we'll do the other card. So these are stamped petal pink on petal pink. So I already had those stamped ahead of time. And here's the March Hostess code. This is the last week to use it, the last week of celebration. So make sure you order your favorites before they're gone. I know a lot of them are already gone, so I hope you got them before they were gone, and that you remember to get your favorites as soon as you want them, because things can sell out. All right, so there we are. This is our first card. What do you think? So this is, again, the All That You Are stamp set that coordinates with the Frosted Bouquet. And also these are from the holiday catalog. They carried over from the holiday catalog. All right, so that's our first card. Our next card that I'm gonna show you is this shaker card. And this shaker card is using the Birthday Cheer stamp set along with its coordinating dies that are in a bundle, detailed birthday. Super cute. You can cut out the cupcake, and then it's got these cupcakes and these presents. And so I use the presents here. So to start, I have my little cutout, and I have this frame with the rectangle dies. The rectangle dies are perfect for creating shaker cards, and it just makes it super easy. So I'm gonna flip this over, and I have a little window sheet here. I'm going to put adhesive all around. You wanna go ahead and use quite a bit of adhesive because you don't want any of your little sequins or sparkly things that you put inside the shaker card to fall out. So just place this right on top. So you always want to put the window sheet down first. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and stamp with Rich Razzle. Nope, it's Fresh Fig. I get those two confused. I'm going to stamp the Happy Birthday from the stamp set. And don't do it all the way up in the corner. Pull it down a little bit because you're not going to see in the corner because of the edge. All right, so now I need to get some of my foam strips. Those are the best for creating shaker cards. And you can see I've only got a little bit left. I've been using a whole bunch. Normally they come in a package of 2, like so. And so you get 2. So I've already almost used up 1. But it's a great deal. For $8, you can get all these foam strips. So I'm going to go ahead and put it here. And then I'll trim this off. And then I'll do the other side. And then we'll do these 2 sides right here. So I'm going to butt that right up against here. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. You want this to also be very tight. and very close together so that none of your sequins or elements pop out. So you just want to get that really nice and tight in there. Got a little bit left over. Okay, I might trim this a tiny bit more. All right. All right, so now that you've stamped whatever you're going to stamp and you have your window sheet, don't be tempted to put your sequins in the window sheet, because if you do, and then you want to place this down, you can't see where you're placing this. Instead, you want to place your sequins and other things on your stamped image. So I'm just going to get a little of these little dots that I punched out with our 16th inch punch, 16th inch of a circle, and turn those right side up. And then I'm going to grab some of our metallic sequins. I'm going to do quite a bit because this is a really big shaker card. Yeah, the foam strips are super handy. I'm going to smooth this out a little bit, and there might be some static, so some of the sequins might want to come to the window sheet, but that's okay. Don't worry too much about it. Just try to place your window sheet down exactly where you want it. So now I can see exactly where I want it. So that's why I always recommend putting your sequins down on the stamped image and then putting it. And there we go, simple, easy shaker card. And then we're just going to use some adhesive along the bottom of the presents here to make that super easy to attach here in the bottom corner. So we've got our presents. It's kind of fun to put all the sequins behind the presents. It looks like some sparkly presents. And then if any of the edges, like this edge right here, is showing a little bit, no big deal. You can just take your handy dandy paper snips and just trim that off, and then can't see it. And then we're going to put some adhesive along where we put the foam strips, and we'll stick that down to our card base. So the card base is mint macaron, and again, the rectangle dies, I used Fresh Fig, and that is a retiring color. So if you love it, you need to get it right away before it sells out. And then this Tranquil Tide is also a retiring color. So again, if you love it, you want to get it before it sells out. So a fun shaker card. Who wouldn't love to receive that for a birthday? All right, so my next card is using needlepoint Nook. And I love, love, love needlework, needlepoint. So I really love this stamp set. So we have a Sahara Sand card base, and then we have some of the Needlepoint Nook Designer Series paper. And I am going to use the Banner Triple Punch to do the ends. If I can pick the piece up, the ends of the piece here. Okay. So we've got that ready. And then for this piece right here, you're going to want to start by stamping your sentiment. So this is the stamp set Needle and Thread. It's got a lot of really nice sentiments. Friend, get well soon, happy birthday to you, sending you happiness and love, thank you, people like you make the world a better place. So that's another reason why I really love this stamp set, is because all the sentiments make a really nice card. And also I love the coordinating dies. They're so cute. So this die right here adds this little dotted stitching that I put around here. And then you can punch this out with the pretty label punch. You've got more stitching here, and then you've got pieces that cut out some of the stamped images as well. So this is a really, really lovely bundle to get. So we're going to use the pretty label punch to punch this out. And as you can see, it just fits nice and perfectly right there. And I'm going to stamp in Night of Navy and Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to start with the little stitched butterflies. And we'll just stamp some butterflies all along the top of the card here. So that was Night of Navy. And then we'll stamp the little butterflies in Crumb Cake. So we'll do a little bit darker color. And then I can add this piece of Night of Navy, this needlepoint, no, designer series paper, to the card about here. Shift it over a tiny bit more. And then I'm going to put some adhesive here and add this. And then we can use some dimensionals on the back. And then the Needlepoint Nook Suite has these really sweet, cute little buttons. And it has white and pink and tan. So I'm going to add a button just here on the edge with a glue dot. So I like to reveal a glue dot, and then I think I'll use a white one. See if I can get one. They're nice and small. Put that on the glue dot and then add the glue dot to the side. And then I'm going to use the glue dot again. I've already tied a really tiny little bow with some of the Whisper White twine. And stick that little bow on there. So that's our Needlepoint Nook card. All right, the next card I'm going to show you is this sweet, sweet Easter greetings card. And doesn't he look like Peter Rabbit? He's so cute. And this would be perfect for Easter, spring, and then also for a baby card. So I'm gonna actually do a baby card. So I've started off with a piece of, let me get my piece here. I always do a template when I do a box or a fun fold card. So I'm going to start off with a 10.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock. And I'm going to score at 1 3/4 and 3.5 on both sides. So score 1 3/4, 3.5, flip it 180. And then score 1 3/4 and 3.5 again. And then the next step is to mark in between these two score lines at 1 3/4. And then to mark down from the top of the card down the score line at 1 3/4 on both sides. And then repeat the same thing on the other side of the card, marking this midway point at 1 3/4 and then down from the edge at 1 3/4. So I've got a piece right here that I've started, and I've made all my little tick marks, so I'm going to go ahead and erase those now. And what I did is I used just a small little ruler, and I scored from this tick mark down to this tick mark, and then this tick mark to this tick mark. And then I did this one, and then the same thing on the other side, scoring here, 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 and here. So once I've scored, now I'm going to fold inwards first, and then fold out, and do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to push this down. And then that's going to form the fun box part of the card. And can use the bone folder. See how that was done there? So I'll do it again on this side. Just open this up. So I'm going to fold in here like this. And then do the same thing on the other side. Okay. So this is what gives us the base of our card. So now I have added some of the Twinkle Designer Series paper to the card. And I'm also going to add a nice little sentiment in the middle of the card. And the sentiment from the Amazing Life, so happy to have you in my life, is just a wonderful sentiment to put inside for the Easter. But for a baby, I would need to put another sentiment. So I'm going to actually leave this one blank, and then this one is going to be a baby card too, so probably leave that one blank. So I want to show you though how nicely the sentiment fits inside. So I don't know if you can see that, but it fits inside really nicely. But for a baby card, I'm going to stamp the rabbit on a Stitched Shapes die cutout. So I've got the rabbit from Fable Friends. And then I'm going to stamp some grass in mint macaron from the Fable Friends as well. Just put a little bit of grass at the bunny's feet there. And then stamp Darling Baby. So I want this to be a baby card. And then I'm going to color him in with the mint macaron and crumb cake blends. So I'll just, for time's sake, show you the jacket part, the mint macaron. So I always start with the darkest color, and I always have my light source coming from the right. It's probably because I'm right-handed. So I put the darker shades towards the left. So just a little bit of dark in there, and then you can come back with the light, and you want to go over where you colored with the dark, and then it'll start blending in to where you colored with the dark. So just go around and color this little jacket. He's so cute. He's wearing a little jacket. I know if you want it to be Peter Rabbit, you should color it in balmy blue, and then you will totally have Peter Rabbit. But super quick and easy coloring. So that's all I'm going to color for this part. And then I have a belly band that's 1.5 by 8.5 inches that I'm going to wrap around the card to keep it closed. And I'm going to start from the back. And then I'm just going to wrap it around the front, because this part right here is going to be hidden by my circle. And for this piece, I want to use fast fuse because there's going to be some resistance and some opening and closing, so I need a little bit stronger adhesive than snail. And then you're going to put some dimensionals on here, and then you have your sweet little Peter Rabbit card for Easter or for spring or for whatever you would like. All right, now I have a bonus card to show you that these are the cards that I did at my stamp club, but I have a bonus card from my stamp bingo night that we did that I wanted to show you. It's just a simple card also using the Amazing Life stamp set. So I've stamped these images in Memento Tuxedo Black, and I've done the flowers and the cake, and life is too short to say no to cake. So we're going to stamp the cake over to the left here. And then the sentiment. And I colored both of these in with the mint macaron, as well as the flowers with the mint macaron and old olive. So those I fussy cut. So I stamped those, colored, and fussy cut those. And then just a nice little element that comes as part of the stamp set is this little embellishment here in the corners. So I stamped that with mint macaron, and I just simply put that in the corners. So then now I can color the cake in mint macaron, and then I just use a regular marker. I think I'm gonna do it here too for the candle. And that's the Daffodil Delight. And then for the cake, I just put the dark towards the bottom. And then colored in cake. Want to emphasize the cake part. And this would be a great little birthday card. So lots of fun cards to show you guys today. I'm just gonna finish coloring this up. And then I'll blend the light into the dark there. So we've got our Life is Too Short for Cake, Too Short to Say No to Cake. I need to say that correctly. And then we've got some Blackberry Bliss here. And then I've placed that on dimensionals, and I've colored my flowers and popped those up on dimensionals as well. So this is a card using the Amazing Life stamp set. So I'm going to pull back in all the cards that I showed you today. So we've got this one. We've got this sweet Easter card using the Fable Friends stamp set. We've got this card using the All That You Are stamp set. We've got this card using the Needlepoint Nook stamp set. And this card, this Fun Shaker card, using the Birthday Cheer stamp set. So I hope you've enjoyed watching all of these cards. You make the cards, and I will show you for next week. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to show you, I gotta grab it back here, how to make an explosion box. So this is an explosion box. It's made with a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, and when you open it, voila! Isn't that so cool? And this is the Sweet Treats cup, and you can put all kinds of fun treats in here. So I will be showing you how to create this explosion box. And so to fold it back up, you just gather all your little sides. Oh, and I have to show you the sides too. They're little pockets. Isn't that cute? So you could stamp a little message or write a little message here, like a birthday message, and you could put a gift in here. You could put some shreddy paper in here and put some jewelry or a jewelry box in here. This is just such a fun little way to give a birthday gift and a card all at the same time. So this is using the How Sweet It Is bundle, the Sweetest Things stamp set, and the Jar of Sweets dies. So this is what I'm going to be showing you next week. So stay tuned for that. Next week is a new month, and I don't know if you've heard the exciting news from Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up is going to be offering storage. So Storage by Stampin' Up, they are modular pieces and they fit all together. And if you look on my Facebook page and on my blog, you'll see more information about that. So be sure to check that out, because that will be orderable on April 1st. No joke. I love April Fool's Day. And so I will also be sharing some of my tricks that I do on my kids and family. I've got one devilishly, deliciously disgusting trick that I'm going to be doing on my kids, so stay tuned for that. I've done a lot of tricks over the years, and I'll be sharing some of the tricks that I've done Next week, let's see, April 1st, I think is a Monday. So I'll share the tips or tricks the day after on April 2nd. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your month. And again, this is the last week of Celebration, so make sure you don't miss out on all your favorite Celebration free products. You can place an order on my website, estampin.com. And be sure to check out all my videos on my YouTube page at Elaine's Creations. And be sure to like and share and comment on this video to be entered into my raffle to win these lovely cards and this lovely 6x6 paper. So thank you so much for watching. I love doing this every week and I love sharing. And please tell your friends to join us as well. And I will see you next week. Bye.